Here is a becoming truth that a lot of people miss. You could be incredibly good at what you do and still be capped. I was listening to a mentor share about website creation, and what they said just hit me like, They said that you could have the best designer in the world create your website, looking the bomb. But if your images are off, then your website would never elevate. And I'm like, And this is not a case of bad designer. It is a case because those images are sending the wrong signal. And that realization, whoa, this is exactly the same thing that is happening about how becoming works. Is a case that people aren't blocked. They are capped. And it's not for a case of lack of skill or lack of effort. It's because of how they're showing up. Like, whoa. Because this becoming work is not just about the effort, the inner work that we're doing. It's about signal alignment. Think about it this way. If how you show up, how you speak, how you present yourself, your presence, the way you carry oneself, how you position your value, how you carry whatever that is. If all those things, all that thing that you're becoming, if they're not hitting who you're becoming, then it was going to hit that ceiling. Meaning then you're going to be capped because you can't go past that. It's going to get to the level of that which you are becoming, how you are in that moment. So when we look at this, like this website thing, right? It's coded greatly. Everything is there. But the images are weak, capped growth. I mean, performance that's capped, right? Then we now think about ourself, the identity work we're doing, how strong this identity work we have for self and how we have like for other people and the world, how we're in it. We have this misaligned expression, you know it, capped growth. It's capped. Because it's not about doing more. It's about removing that ceiling that we keep hitting. How do we get to remove that? Because here is a biggie. Because a lot of people think, oh, yeah, it's about my consistency, my motivation, my how I'm showing up on this and that and that. It's not. If who you are becoming, if you're still in a signal of the older version of you, how you're wanting to be, but the signal is linking to the older version, it's going to hit a limit. It's going to be like, there's only so much you can go. So this is not a case about, what do I need to do more of, or like, how do I know? It's how do we get to remove that ceiling, and then we can then elevate. We can then like shoot off. Is what do we get to do? Because the ceiling could be that you want to, you want to like show up more or whatever it is, like take things seriously, and then you're still acting safe. You're still playing safe. You're still doing all this like, media, like, well, let's just see. Gosh, I don't want to rock the boat count like that. You're wanting to show your authority or expertise or whatever that is, and then you're still seeking permission. Oh, what do you think? how do you how's this thumbnail go? Like, how does this look? Um, do you think like the post did I do this well? Like my presentation, like how misalignment, cap, wanting to have this desire, but there's this thing that is holding us back. We're capping it. We're gonna be capped. And it's a case of removing that cap. That thing that is holding us back, how do we get that off so that we can really align to who we are becoming? We can really start showing like the thing that of who we are, what we're doing, how we get to show up for self in that sense. So when we're removing this cap on ourselves, it could be a case of who I am showing up, like what I'm doing, is it aligned to that which I desire? Because this missed signal, we need to stop. We need to really align and be true to who we're becoming. Knowing that what I put out there is part of the growth era, it's part of the becoming, is the ebb and flow of the becoming. Not having to want to justify or thinking I need to get support here. This has to happen. That, no. It's about being true to self, that which we say we want. The future self owns the messy middle, owns the showing up, presents that how whatever that is, we start acting as and being aligned to our becoming. So that the thing, like the desire we want, is showing up as it is now. Then having that mismatch and misalignment of self. The worry of like, oh, okay, this is not working, or whatever that gets to look like for us. It's truly understanding that it's not about we're trying to you don't, because what is going on right now is we don't hit our potential. We're hitting the level of the ceiling. We're just hitting that place. So being mindful of whatever that ceiling, that cap is for us, taking that out of the equation, being true to ourselves, and knowing that, okay, we get to ask ourselves, what I'm doing, does this make sense to who I am becoming, or is it to the version of me that is past? And then realigning to go further into the desire which we want. Because when we get to do that, does this now become effortless and becomes smoother? And it becomes like, yes, we're in motion. We're doing the thing. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that, okay, once we now start acting in alignment, then yes, ooh, smooth sailing, off to the races we go. Yay. It's not always like that. But it's being true to that version of us that we say we are becoming and aligning to that to speed up, to go further, faster in that thing we're doing. Then having this friction of misalignment and having this friction of like, okay, what is going on? What am I doing? How does this show up for me? How do I like support myself in this? When we are true to who we are becoming and how we show up in correlation to that which we want, does it start getting easier? You know? Does it start getting to that point of, hmm, We're doing the work. We're moving. We are elevating. We're doing the thing. Nana here. We do this every single day. Your voice matters and it's your time to use it. Bye for now.